same time. Yeah, this meeting is being recorded. Okay, so I'm going to record. Okay. If you have time, if you have time, bonus. The bonus is you can attempt topic 9, practice set 1, 2, 3 on Icon G Classroom. Okay, but you submit this on Icon. So in case you are not aware, for term 3 onwards, we'll be going into Icon. So make sure that you enter the Icon G Classroom. Okay, so we'll be transiting to the Icon G Classroom. Okay, please make sure you join this classroom. Can Okay, so just help me to record down the code. Later on, I'll send the code again in case you still never join. Just please make sure that you are paying attention and you are joining the code. Clear? Clear? Can I make sure you all join the code? Okay, all? Can I? Okay. So this is the Icon G Classroom. From topic 9 onwards, we'll be directly in this G Classroom. We'll be going to this one full time. We will not be using the NJC G Classroom anymore. Okay, so far? Can let me just look around, make sure you all are looking at me. Mulan, you caught what I said? Can so make sure you go to the Icon G Classroom. This is the code. Okay? Can So topic 9 onwards, okay, same, the 3 lessons on topic 9. After you view, right, you need to complete notes, page 38 to 51. I have tried. They are relatively easy. Okay, because they are all primary, so-called primary 6 you do before lah. Okay, but similarly, I'll still help you lah. I'll still give consult. Okay, angles and polygons. This is actually angles and polygon lah. The nice name for it, we call it angle management. You see the cover page. Okay, so again, reminder, in case you Zoom fatigue, okay, the SLS is for this one. SLS. Okay, basically the homework are for these two. Okay, number pattern, we'll be doing it in term 3. Okay. So all clear of the homework. Okay, total there are 4 pieces. Group performance tasks, 3 lessons on SLS, and complete the notes for submission. These two, those in green, you submit on G Classroom. Okay. Okay. So with that, I think we will just wrap up today's lesson. Okay, manipulation of algebraic formula. Okay, so I just checked. Any one of you, okay, have you all tried the up to example 7.4? Do you all need time to try or haven't tried yet? I just want to ask. Those who have finished up to 7.4, is it okay you raise your hand or you just do a hands up or something? So I know how many people need more. You can use the hands up function, like the because I think that one can stay permanent. Just keep the hands up. Okay, can, thank you. I see 4 people, 5. Esther, you see whether can put your hands up. I think the thumbs up sign will go away. Like the raise hand function. If you have finished example 7.1 to 7.4, can you just raise your hand? If you need more time, you also let me know. Okay. Okay.
I need more time.
Okay, the rest have you all finished?
I need to watch your video again just a bit more.
Me too.
Watch my video again. Okay. Can understand. No worries, Okay. Okay, so maybe for those who finish, right? Can you just try the popcorn? Do topic 7, part 7, popcorn. Okay, you can do it and you can submit. In case you lost it, just submit. I'll just put here in front of you. Okay, it's inside your WhatsApp chat. Okay. If you are fast and you are waiting for me, don't worry. Just go ahead, do your practice set or your assignment. Okay, the more you do now, the less time you have to do over the holidays.
Mr. Tan,
Yeah.
for topic 7 part 1 popcorn, right? I don't understand like identify all the quadratic expressions. Like what are they asking for?
Part 7 or part 4? Sorry. Part 1, you
Topic
mean?
7 part 1 popcorn.
Part 1, huh? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay, good. Thank you. You asked about popcorn. Okay, let me just go there quick, huh? Oh, okay. This one,
No, I don't
important.
understand what they mean by identify all the quadratic expressions.
Okay, quadratic means, quadratic means you want to identify, is like you recognize that. Identify this criminal means you recognize this criminal. So you basically need to tell us or write down, like example, who are the quadratic expression in this question. So it will go back again to the definition of quadratic. Quadratic means that you are talking about the expression. It has a variable term. It has a variable term. It has a variable term to the power 2. To the power 2. Okay, or it must have a variable term that goes to the power 2. Okay, so far? Cannot. So if we look at, for example, the first one, does it have a variable term to the power of 2? You can see that it's x times x, right? So the first one is,
2x squared.
yes, correct. So the first one, yes. I'm going to highlight all the quadratic in green. Okay. So second one also, yes, because there's a power 2, x power 2, variable term power 2. Third one, third one also, yes, because y is a variable and it's to the power of 2. All right. This one also correct. Also correct. Because there's a power 2. For part 5, unfortunately, is no, because you can see that the power actually got cancelled off. So this is actually linear. This is actually linear. Okay, this is actually linear. Okay, there's no power 2 there. For part 4, this is actually a constant. It is not a variable. It is not a variable. That's why you can see that pi square actually is a scam. This is not a quadratic expression. This is actually a constant. This is actually a constant. Okay, can all. So yeah, thank you for the request. Okay, so I'll go through. Oh, sorry. Okay, I saw a request to go through 7.2. Okay, why go? Okay, first let me type out the answer for 7.1 first. 7.1, if all goes well, your answer is 16 over 11. 16 over 11. Okay, can. Some of you asked to watch the video, so I'm just going to instead of asking you to watch the video again, I'm going to go through because okay, so I think Mulan, Kadam, Hardy, I think you all asked something like maybe you want to watch the video again, right? Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick explanation. Hey, where's Hardy? Sorry, I can't. Hardy, where your camera? The Hardy got locked out. You see?
No, I'm here.
Hey, wait. Where is? Sabrina, can you keep your camera on? Okay. Sorry. Okay, can. So, okay, one more time, just to go through. Okay, when we want to make something the subject of a formula, okay, okay, what are formulas used for? Formula, okay, I mean, typically you see them a lot in science. Correct, like for example, speed, for example, temperature. Next time you will see that there are a lot of formulas that are used in science, and I mean, math is the basic of all sciences lah. Don't know if you heard this phrase before. Most of a lot of the sciences, they use numbers, right? They measure length, they measure height. It's all based on numbers. So making x the subject, it means that what you want is you really want your x to be alone on one side of the equation by itself. And the rest of the terms here, the rest of the terms are on the other side. On the other side. And there is no x here. Okay, because when we say x, it's like as though you want to isolate the variable x alone on one side of the equation. This is what we call making it the subject. It's as though this guy, right, is going on stage, he's the only one talking, and everybody else is sitting below the stage. Okay, 11 participants raise hands. Okay, can. Okay, those who are done, you just keep your hands raised. Okay, can. So I just have a feel of how much whether you. So How do we do that? Okay, so remember the last lesson I said some general tips. Okay, let me just show you, for example, this question. Y equals to 2x plus 5. Y equals to 2x plus 5 over 3x minus 7. Now we want to make x a subject. We want to make x a subject. So you know that, okay, your x, right? This is example 7.1. Okay, so do pay close attention. If you are lost, please stop me and I'll repeat again. If you are shy, then you just text me. Just ask me to repeat. Okay, can I? Did someone say something? Okay, I saw a pop-up. Okay. Where
Done.
is? Yeah, sorry.
Can I get help for topic 7, part 2, popcorn?
Can you give me a while? Can give me a while.
Okay.
So when we make x a subject, there are a few tips. Okay, you can see that the variable that you want is here. Okay, the variable that you want is here. Okay, so what you need, right? You probably try, okay, number one, convert fraction to linear if possible. Convert fractional equations to linear equations by cross multiplying. Okay, can so far? Where are you, Sarawak? How come I want to find you? I always cannot find. Okay. Okay, can. So with that, right? Example, if you look at this, right? Given that my x is stuck on the first and the second floor, right? If I want them to be together, it'll be difficult. So what I do is, you can see that I cross multiply. So or maybe like I y over 1, I cross multiply. I cross multiply. Okay? Multiply. And I have y bracket 3x minus 7 equals to 2x plus 5. So you can see tip number 1 goes like that. Okay? Tip number 2 is this. We always try to break all brackets. Break all brackets, or should I use a mathematical word that is called simplify? Simplify. Yes.
May I go to the toilet?
Go ahead, go ahead. Your own house. Yeah, okay. Can I? By removing brackets. Removing brackets or removing square root signs or removing roots or squares. Okay, huh? Third, okay, put all the terms that contain your variable on one side of the equation. Okay, shift the rest to the right, shift the rest over, shift the rest to the other side. Okay, what do I mean? So let me show you how I apply tip 2 and tip 3. Okay, let me show you how I apply tip number 2 and tip number 3. Okay, you can see that first, tip number 2 says we simplify all terms by removing brackets. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to remove this bracket. Okay, by simplifying, I have 3xy minus 7y equals to 2x plus 5. Okay, so far? Can I? Very good. Thanks for nodding your head. Okay, so from here, what do I do next? I remove, okay, tip number 3. Put all the terms that contain your variable on one side of the equation. The variable that we want, okay, maybe I should say, instead of variable, I should say subject. I should say subject. So clearer for you. That contains your subject. You can see here that, guys, the variable that I want or the subject that I want is x. What do? I put all of them on one side. Okay? So do pay close attention, because if you miss it, you might get lost. Okay? Can I? Okay. Mulan, you there? Can I? Okay, so stay with me. Okay, so you can see that I bring here. So see what I do next. All the terms with x, they are on one side. All the terms without x are brought to the other side. Shift the rest to the other side. Now this is here. All the terms that contain my x are on one side. Okay, so far? Can all? These are just some general tips for you. Okay, you might want to copy this now. So factorize out your subject. Factorize out your subject and bring the other factor over. Okay? Okay, when I say bring, I can also mean divide. Okay, so you can see next, I take out my x, I factorize out my subject. So this is how I apply tip number 4. Factorize out my subject. You can see that I'm left with x bracket 3y minus 2. I have I have factorized out my subject. I factorize out my subject. Okay? Can? Now, once I factorize out my subject, 7y plus 5, okay, you can see that this is my other factor. Factorize out my subject, bring the other factor over. Bring the other factor over. Bring the other factor over. Okay, so then you can see that slowly, what are we doing is we are isolating the x. We are isolating the x. The x is now purely on one side, all alone. All alone. Okay, so far? Can I? Can I? Well, very good. A lot of y'all finish already. Those who are finished can go to the popcorn first. Okay, when you do, you can submit. Can I? Who's clicking the mouse? Very angry. Okay, so from here, you can see that we are done. Okay, so back to 7.1, you can see what I'm doing here. I'm applying all the different tips. Okay, I'm applying all the different tips. Okay, maybe I'll just keep the tips here. I'll just take a photo and screenshot to you all. Okay. In case you all need now. Okay. Okay, so I'll come back to example 7.2. Okay, I think some of you asked for 7.2 for very long. Okay, 7.2, same thing. Okay, you notice P equals to A plus BX squared over 3K. Okay, same, my K is here. This is the subject that I want. This is the subject that I want. Okay, I'm applying the same tips. I'm just going to put a tip here by your side so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay. So first, okay, you can see that it's not possible to cross multiply here because there's, it's not one fraction equals one fraction. So what do? Very simple. Maybe I bring the P minus A over first. Okay. For us to cross multiply, it has to be one fraction divided by one fraction. Okay? Okay, them okay, right? Following. Okay, so okay, you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just bringing my A over. This one, I mean, just bring over. Okay, because I want to isolate my 3K. Okay, here you can see it looks like that now. One fraction equals one fraction. So I apply tip number 1. I cross multiply. K multiply to P minus A. 1 times B squared, BX squared is BX squared. Okay. Tip number 4, factorize out the subject and bring the other factor over. So my subject is here now. I'm going to put him outside. Inside is like K. I mean, I can write it as KP minus KA lah. You factorize, don't factorize, it's up to you. You can see that when I take out my K, the rest of the factors are here. 3P. What am I doing? Sorry. Okay. Take out my K and 3P minus 3A is inside. Okay. Factorize out my subject and bring the other factor over. Bring the other factor over. So from here, K equals to BX squared over 3P minus 3A. Okay, Okay, so from here. Hence, find the value of k when a equals to 1, b equals to -2, p equals to 3, x equals to 10. So quite easy lah. I just apply all this into here. So you can see legit what am I doing? K equals to b by x squared 3p minus 3a. So my b is here, my x squared is here, my p is here, my a is here. Now you work this out, you should be able to get negative 27. If you cannot get, let me know. Can I? The student who asked, can you just, I'm looking at your camera lah. Just make sure you're okay. If you're okay, just give me a nod. Okay, okay, ma? The student who asked for 7.2. Is it okay? You give me a nod. Like, do you understand? Let me ask. Jing Kai, are you okay with 7.2?
Mr. Tan, I remember the other one, the 3y equals square root b square minus 4x one.
Oh, that's 7.3. That's 7.3, is it? 7.2 is because you asked for 7.2?
It's mislabeled 7.2.
So the other one is also 7.2. Let me just check. Is it? Wait, I'm lost.
Yeah, it looks like this.
Yeah,
7.2 here,
Ah,
and then this one also 7.2.
I see.
Ours is 7.2.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So this is what you're referring to? Okay, thank you. Okay, sorry for that. Okay. So same thing, same tips. I put here, okay. I put the tips here again. Okay, make x the subject of the formula. Okay, so you see the formula or the variable that I'm interested in is over here. Okay, so can I convert? Well, it seems like it's already linear. Simplify all terms by removing brackets or removing roots or squares. You can see that there's a square root. Okay, also how do I remove a square root? Very simple. I remove a square root by doing square to both sides. Okay, ma? I remove a square root by doing square. So very simple. If it's a square root, you can see that the next three. Okay, so you can see this is tip number 2. 3y equals to square root b square minus 4ax. All I have to do is I square both sides. The moment I square both sides, like for example, square root 5, then you go and square, what will you get? You get 5, ma. So it's a cancerous process. The square root and the square, they cancel each other out. Okay, no? So the trick to removing a square root is we just do a square. If I give you something like cube root, right? Let's say cube root x, right? How to remove this square root, cube root? You do a cube. Okay, ma? Cannot? Yeah, so that's what I do. I remove it by doing the reverse process. What's the reverse of square root? It's a square. What's the reverse of minus? I do a plus. What's the reverse of times? I do a divide. Okay? So from here, straight away, 3y square, take note, this is 9y square, not 3y square. On my right side, you can see that my rooftop has entirely disappeared. Okay? Perfect, right? Can So from here, again, my x is the subject. I'm just going to subtract this over, minus both sides by bx squared minus b squared. I have 9y squared minus b squared equals to negative 4ax. Again, yes, someone say something?
Yeah. Why is it 9y squared, not 3y squared?
Oh, okay. The reason is because when we square, right, we are squaring the entire left-hand side. Can you see? So when you are squaring you agree with me, I'm squaring the entire left-hand side and the entire right-hand side. Okay, so 3y square, right? This square appeals to the entirety of whatever is inside. Okay, it's a total function. So this is like 3y multiplied by 3y. The whole 3y is squared. 3y multiplied by 3y.
But then why do you still get rid of, why do you still keep the square side?
Why do I still keep the square? You mean on the right hand side or on the left?
the left. Like,
On the left,
why is it not just 9y?
Why is it just 9y? Okay, because you can see that the operation I'm doing here, right, is that I'm squaring the left-hand side. Oh, so when I square the left-hand side, the reason is because why do I square? It's because like if your neighbor do something, it will affect you, right? Okay, so you can see I'm squaring both sides. The line in red, right? I'm doing it to both sides. That's on the principle of being fair to both equations. I'm balancing an equation. So when I square the right, I also must square the left. If I add 2 to the right, I also add 2 to the left. If I minus 2, I also minus 2. So if I square the right, I also square the left. Collateral damage, you end up that when you square a 3y, you get a 9y square. That's why we get the 9y square. Okay, this is because, again, let me just make it even more explicit. What I'm doing is I'm squaring both sides. I square both sides. Okay, I square both sides. When I square both sides is to get rid of the square root sign. Okay, so after that, you can see very clearly the operation I'm doing here. I subtract b square on both sides. After that, you can see, you can see, wow, so nice. Wow, left one term only. X is my subject. This one, remember, tip number 4. Tip number 3 and 4. Okay, all the terms that contain your subject is on one side. Only this one. Factorize out the subject. Factorize already. The other factor I bring over. This one I bring over. Where is Yulia? Yulia, are you there? Yulia, you're okay, right? Yulia, you okay? Can? Internet, okay, can.
Accidentally left.
It's fine. You try to stay. Is it cause of parental control? Could be. Okay, so after that, you take 9y square divide by negative 4a. That will give you x. Okay, so this one will be your answer already. Okay, or alternatively, you can also say that the answer is also b square minus 9y square over 4a. Both are okay. Okay. 7.3, sorry, let's just label this as 7.3. The answer for part 2 should be 1. The answer for part 2 will be 1. Okay, this is for 7.3. I'll just pause at this page for a while. Okay, some of you asked for popcorn. Just give me a while, okay? Just give me a while. Sorry, okay. Okay, the student who asked understand it. Okay, can. Okay. Nabil, you had a question just now?
Oh yeah, sure. I need help for topic 7, part 2, popcorn, part 3.
7, part 2, popcorn.
Part 3.
7, part 2, popcorn. Topic 7, part 2, popcorn. Yeah, let me find it. Part 3, Okay, factorize the following, right?
Yeah.
Oh, why is it blur? Yeah. Okay, so for this, right, we always try to identify, okay, remember when we are doing factorization, okay, Nabil, there are a few methods that we learn. Okay, so it could be common factor. Remember, it could be common factor. Common factor, you can be dealing with 2 or 3 terms. Okay, it could be algebraic identity. At this current moment, if you are not an expert at all 4, is fine. You just mainly need to recognize. You need to recognize, okay, how, like if I say grouping, you know, okay, I know what's grouping. Grouping means got 4 terms, that kind. Usually it's 3 terms. If you are doing a frame or the MMA method, aka the cross method, okay, that's also dealing with 3 terms. Or you could be dealing with things like grouping. Okay, there are 4 ways. And in order of convenience, right, the first method is always common factor. Okay, you always look for common factor first. So I see, this one. Nabil, do you see any common factor?
2A for like all,
Very good,
all the
2A. So we can take out a 2A. So the moment I pull out a 2A, right, what am I left with? I'm left with a 2x square I'm left with a 3x, I'm left with a 1. Now, do remember that when you pull out a 2a, it doesn't become 0, it becomes a 1. Okay, so far? Then I think after that, from here, can you do frame? You can give it a try. Whether can I go ahead to do frame? Looks like it may be possible. So maybe let me try frame. Okay, so I do frame. Some of you prefer MMA, so I'm going to do MMA. 2x squared, 1 minus 3x, 2x and x. Because I know that, Nabil, we are going to give like a negative guy here, right? So I'm going to choose negative factors for my 1. Okay, this so that I can get a negative factor. Negative 1, negative 1. Let's see. This gives me minus 2x. This gives me minus x. Oh, nice. Okay, so this is my factorization. So I want to share with you that I employed 2 factorization techniques here. One is common factor and one is the MMA method. Okay, 2a bracket 2x minus 1, x minus 1. Okay, Ken? Okay,
Thank you.
okay, Rusha, topic 7, part 4. Rusha asked for topic 7, part 4. Okay. Oh, sorry, shouldn't say name. Okay. Topic 7, part 4, part 4. Okay. Wrong one. Sorry. Okay, part 4 is a very challenging question. Okay, thanks to the student who asked this. Okay, it's a very challenging question. So you are looking at x squared minus y squared. You are looking at x squared minus y squared. So the I trick, right? You factorize this. This is x minus y, x plus y. Okay. Now combine the knowledge that you saw earlier, where they tell you that x more than y more than 0. It's also their way of telling you that x minus y is more than 0, x plus y is more than 0. Okay, so far? Can for the girl who asked? Can Okay, so from here. Okay. Sorry, my son. So from part 2, you should know that part 2 answer is, wait, part 2 is x plus. Part 2 answer. What's your part 2? Okay, this is 80. This is 81. So from this, right? This is 81, right? You should be able to tell me that x plus y is either 9 or negative 9. Okay, but you will choose 9. Okay, so far? Because that guy fits into this term here. From part 3, the answer is, I believe, 1 to 1. Is it 1 to 1? Yeah, 1 to 1. Is it 1 to 1? 1 to 1. Yeah, 1 to 1. Yeah, 1 to 1. Okay. Then, 41.
For part 3, I got 41.
41, yes, 41. 41. So that will also tell you that x minus y could be either square root 41 or negative of square root 41. And I believe you will use this one. Similarly, this will fit into this. So your answer for this, right, is actually just 9 multiplied by square root 41. Okay? Because 9 represents x plus y. X minus y is square root 41. Okay, so the reason why they tell you this is to tell you that you choose the positive square root, not the negative one. Otherwise, you may have 2 possible answers. Okay, can Rusha? Can Okay, good. Okay. Then okay, one student shared with me this okay, this is 7.4. Okay, let me just check. Okay, 7.4. One student said that she's stuck here. Okay, you are stuck here. Okay, so you take, what are you supposed to find? You're supposed to, is this part 2 or part 1? Part 2, huh? Okay, can. You just multiply both sides. Cross multiply. Cross multiply. Clear so far? You cross multiply. You take this, divide by multiply by this. and this multiplied by this. You okay cross multiply? Can so 16 bracket x plus 2 equals to minus 2 is 1 bracket x plus 7. From there, you should be able to find the answer. Okay. Okay, slowly, I'm going to go through. I can see that about how many people raise hand? Okay, quite a lot are done already, and you are 1, 2, 16 to raise hand already. Okay, good. 17. Okay, we'll just wait a while more. Make sure everyone has finished now. Okay. So for today, I just want to make sure I finish the notes now. Okay, and the rest of the I'll make up with video. Okay, so I think some of you asked me for questions, right? Some of the questions actually I got make videos. So do go and check out the videos I make in the YouTube channel. It will help you lah. Okay, what if we are done with all the popcorn? You can also do the practice set. Okay, you can also do the practice set. Max, try to pay attention, okay? Are you doing something else? Okay. Try to pay attention. Try not to talk to your siblings or okay. Okay, slowly I'm going to go through example 7.4. For example, 7.4 part 1, the answer is 2. X equals to 13 over 5. I mean, x is just 13 over 5 lah. Okay, so the two methods, I mean, if you want to put this over here, what's going on? Ayo. Sorry. Okay. Okay, when y equals to 4, you can cross multiply like what you did here. That's one method. Another method is you can make x a subject. Okay, both methods are fine. I don't think. Okay. I mean, if you look at it, you can also discuss which method is better. Okay, maybe I just ask a few of you those who have done. Okay, maybe who has done already? Max, is it okay? I ask you. Which method you think is better? Method 1, method 2. Method 1, right? To find the value of x, right? What I do is to find the value of x. What I do is I sub in first. I actually sub in y equals to 4 first. This one, right? You can see I sub at the end. This one I sub y equals to 4 at the end, and so-called I make x a subject first. In your opinion, which one do you like more? Method 1, method 2?
1.
1. Why do you say so?
Because it's shorter.
Shorter. Okay, can agree. Same. Okay. Maybe I ask Trinis, what do you think? Method 1, method 2? Trinis, are you there? Trinis Tan. Trinis, are you there? Oh, is it she never on her voice? Trinis?
Hello.
Trinis, can you tell me method 1 or method 2 is better?
I think method 1.
Method 1.
Because like
Why do you say so? What's your rationale?
because like if you use method 1, right, then you like it will save time. I will save a lot of time. Like you don't need to like make X the subject and whatever.
Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, I mean, good that y'all have your. It's good that y'all can see the trend and look at what is convenient for you lah. So now that you know two methods, right? It also gives you some wisdom on what we should do. I mean, in general, like if you have a value, you see, it's a good choice to sub it in first. The moment you sub a y, you can also see that instead of dealing with two variables, you're dealing with one. So naturally, you actually gravitate to a method 1. If you do method 2, you are dealing with two variables all the way lah. So it's much more laborious. Okay, so I think 2-person survey, you all give the correct answer. Okay. One student asked for sorry. This girl sent me this question. I just want to ask, which question are you referring to? 2, 3, or 4, or which one are you referring to? Oh, the question. You mean this one also? This one also, huh? This one also, okay. What are we supposed to do? Expand, is it? Or factorize, or like what's the instruction for F? If you don't mind, you can just unmute and shout to me lah. Okay, this one. I believe is probably by grouping. Could be by grouping. 2m plus 1 m minus n plus 1 m minus 1. This will give me, if I look at the first two, this is a minus b. A plus b. If I look at the second one, 2n minus n. Give me a while. Okay, just give me a while to wrap up first. Just give me a while first. Okay. Maybe Nandi, just give me a while. I hold a question first. Okay. I just want to check how many I've done. Okay, Hardy, have you done 7.4? Haven't. Are you at 7.4 yet? Which question are you at now?
I'm just finishing up I'm starting 7.4.
Okay, Esther, where are you now?
I'm already done with
Already done.
7.4.
Okay, help me to raise your hand. Okay, Yulia?
Okay.
Yulia? Yulia, where are you? Yulia, you are at. Yulia, which question are you at? Kaden, which question are you at?
7.2.
7.2. Ignatius?
7.3, the part 1.
Okay. Li Ling? Li Ling, which question are you at?
7.4 around there.
Mulan?
Sorry, what?
Which question are you at?
I finished until 7.4.
Okay, can. Okay, just a reminder for homework. Okay, so please make sure that you are aware of these 4 pieces of homework. Okay, if you need to, okay, can. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tan.
Thank you, Mr. Tan.
Done.
Thank you, Mr. Tan.
Thank you, Mr. Tan. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tan. Hi, Max.
Thank you, Mr. Tan.
Yula, are you okay? Yeah, you can go already. Nadine, you there?
Yeah.
Let me see. Hey, you on your camera lah. You Okay, let me see your. Sorry. Wait, sorry, where is this from again? Where's the question? Is it from assignment or is it from? Is it from assignment?
Assignment. Yeah.
Okay, assignment question.
2F and 3 and 4.
Assignment 2 lah, assignment 2. Okay.
Wait, no, assignment 1, question 2.
Assignment 1, question 2. Okay. Just give me a sec. Give me a sec. Okay. Assignment 1, question 2, F. Okay. If I combine these two, right? Okay, so this one I saw a square minus b square. You're able to see also a square minus b square? Then from here, 2m plus 1 minus 2n minus 1, 2m plus 2n plus 2. This looks like 2m plus 2n, 2m minus 2n, sorry. Multiply by 2m plus 2n plus 2. Okay, ma? Then this portion here, plus m plus n plus 1 square plus 4m minus n bracket square. This part, okay, do you see a common factor? You see common factors, right? I'm going to pull out the common factors for you. You take a look. Okay, 2m minus 2n. I will write this as 2 bracket m minus n. This one, I'm going to write this as 2 bracket m plus n plus 1. Okay, so from here, 2 and 2 gives me a 4. Now, do you see something now? It's a bit hard to see, but it's very challenging, very, very challenging. You should be able to handle a square plus 2ab plus b square. A square, b square, 2ab. This is like 2 times 2 bracket m minus n, m plus n plus 1. Then this, right, is like 2 bracket m minus n square. This is like m plus n plus 1 square. You feel this? Can feel this? Can feel the connection is okay, yeah, so that's what it looks like. A bit difficult, Quite tough, quite tough. So the factorization is here. Okay, I'll just pause here for a while because I see you writing down. Okay. Okay, ma? Can I? Okay. So next one. Question. Okay. I generally like to give you hint. I won't tell you the answer to do so I don't deny you the full chance. Okay. This one, right? Okay. I just give you a hint. You square both sides. Square both sides. Okay. The strategy here is square both sides. Okay, you try first, see whether you are successful. You square both sides, the final answer is actually 20. You see whether can get. Very fun one, this answer. The important step is to square both sides. Once you square, you are going to be successful. Okay, but nobody will tell you need to square, so it's very a bit challenging. Can get? Oh, still doing? Okay. Not yet.
But it's negative.
Which one? Negative 20. Or positive 20. You square, you do 4 square, right? You'll get 16, right? After you square, do you get another 4 from here? Do you get a plus 4 here? You bring a minus 4, sorry. Bring the 4 over, and you're going to get 20 already. That's the trick, that's the trick. Yeah. Your answer is actually 20.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Question 4, are you able to do? Question 4 is very similar to the note example. Okay, you see two numbers. Look, do they look very close to each other?
Yeah.
I give you a hint. Okay, you think about, okay, I'm not going to tell you the answer. Think about A minus B, A plus B. Same for this one. Think about A minus B, A plus B. Okay? Can, and also,
Is it 2020 minus 2 and
correct. 2020 minus 2 and 2020 plus 2. Then it's very, you will get answer very fast. Let me see. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Can
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, the final answer is supposed to be 5. Sorry, negative 5. Okay.
What about the minus 2 times 2020 square?
Once you do this one, then you will see how this is related. Okay, once you evaluate the left hand side, then you will be able to use this. To be very blunt, this guy will cancel out once you can simplify these two. Because you're going to get 2020 square here somehow. Then you'll cancel out here. You see, if here you just now told me 2020, right? Here there's a 2020 square, right? A square minus B square. Then here got another 2020 square. They'll cancel out this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.